Hi everybody, this is Peggy for CropStop.com, and today I am going to be showing you again a set of embossing folders that are from Couture Creations, and this is called Who, What, and Where, W-E-A-R, this collection. And then I also have a few other little things that I threw in there that I used for these. So, let's just get started. This is one of the Sizzix, I can't think what they want to call it, but it's a special fold card so that you have the inside, and then it had this. I'm not sure that this one is still available. You can check around. I'm not sure if we even still have it at CropStop. It's an older one, but I wanted to mainly show you a different way to use your embossing folder. Now, the first one that we're going to use is called Measure Me Up. Is that too cool? Can you see those little body forms? They're dress forms. And then I have the die cut. These are all from Couture Creations. Where's it at? That is also the little dress form. So I'm going to show you how I use that. Here's the front of the card, and when you open it up, there you go. I think I need to back out a little bit maybe. This direction. So there you are. So do you see what I did? Oh, I also use this embossing folder. Another little one of the fine dots from Couture. It's not in that particular collection. But what I did was I went ahead and cut my card out. Then I put my embossing folder so that it would just do the top half of the card where you could see the dress forms and the measurements and the buttons. It was perfect that the buttons came up on my little pop-up area there. And then I just stamped a happy birthday wish, and I had another die cut that I used here. This was at the bottom of the die cut, and then here's this little fine dots that I did only on the bottom half. Now first I started to do something here, and I thought, you know what, I just think that's enough. Now this card will sit up. I know that's hard for you to tell on the video, but it sits up like that. Now the other things I used, I had a couple wooden buttons laying around, and then I pulled out my Couture Creation pearls. I love these darn things, and I had to put them everywhere. I put them there, and I put them on the outside. I also had a little piece of vintage lace that I pulled out. And so this is going to go to a very good friend. Obviously, I put a lot of embellishments on it and put a lot of time and effort into it, so I want to make sure they hang on to it for a while. So that's using the first one called Measure Me Up. Let's put that one aside. Still in the sewing theme, I used this one called Sew, Sew, Sew. And it has all the different little elements that you would do in sewing. Check this card out. Is that too stinking cute or what? I went on YouTube and I looked up spool cards, spool-shaped cards, and this is what I got. I ended up making this using the We Are Memory Keepers envelope maker. So you can go out there and find all kinds of really cool sites. I took my little white pen and went around the edge to do the little stitching. This is a really old Tim Holtz stamp back here. I think it was called Design Collection or something. And then I don't know where I ever got this one. I thought, you know, you do everything with style, kind of went with clothes, making clothes. This is a little piece of Tim Holtz stuff and one of those little cheapy clips. I don't even know where I ever got that. This is from probably a bazillion years ago. I found it in a box and thought, oh, well, it's got a button on it. That works for me. So I did that. On the inside, I went ahead and added a piece of cardstock there so you could write your sentiment. Oh, yeah. This piece right here, this piece of little paper, I'll show you on the inside. I left it. I'm going to actually cover the inside here as well. That's an old piece of pattern right there. I just cut a hunk of it to use as my paper, and then I stamped right on it. This is a piece of washi tape and just a little piece of baker's twine that I had laying around. Alright, so that's using Sew, Sew, Sew. I tried to do some different cards with the embossing so you wouldn't get so bored with just, oh, she embossed the backs, big deal. This one's called Tickle Me Feathers, so I had to use feathers. And this is a die cut also. I'm not sure if this is a Couture Creations. I think it might be. I'm not positive about that. And then I just used an oval punch and a birthday wish. What I did first, though, is I took one of our stencils that's from Crafter's Workshop, Crafter's Workshop, I think that's what it's called. Anyway, one of our stencils and some of the distressed inks and put in the back just to get those colors that were in here. I stamped a piece of cardstock and then I cut out my feather here. So it just adds a little bit. You can kind of see the embossing and then the dots. Just a different way that you don't always have to just do it. But aren't those little feathers cool? I didn't have any fancy feather stamps or die cuts, so I just went with my basic feather. So that's that one. Again, that one's called Tickle Me Feathers. This one I had a lot of fun with. It's called Oriental Sunshade. So it has a lot of the umbrellas that they show all the time. And I started to put that inside the card, but then I pulled out a Cricut cartridge called Pagoda, and look at this. Oh, say ooh ah with me. Ooh ah. I thought, I'm going to cut a circle out of the center. And I don't know what you call their little houses over there, but there's one of their little houses. And then one of their little Chinese lanterns on a piece of baker's twine right there, and just said, welcome. I thought this would be a really cool card. We have a couple houses on our street, for sale. And I like to give them a card and say, welcome to the neighborhood. So I thought this might work good. What do you think? Again, Oriental sunshade. I probably should have done an umbrella somewhere. Oh, that's okay. Oh, and I cut this out thinking I could use it. And that's some kind of a Chinese letter, and I don't know what it means. I'm going to say it means welcome, just because I can. Get a little fuzzy on there. Get that off. Okay, so that's that one. Then I went real crazy with this one, and I laughed later because it says do me up, and it's buttons. So I thought it was a really cute one, and I thought, oh, everybody does cute as a button for babies, and I'm going to do me up. So, man, I went crazy with this card. Is that like wild or what? I used a printed paper in the back, and there's my buttons. I embossed it, took ink to paper, and did that. Found some paper that was in this paper pack. It was an old cheap set that I've had, oh my word, a couple years. And I just cut a scalloped here, a tag, stamped the happy birthday, found an old button. This was like really thrown together. I used a little banner punch and just cut out a page in a dictionary. And these, do you remember these candy dots? Oh my goodness, I love them because it won't cost me $1 bazillion to mail it. And I just did the different colors. So pull out some of your old stuff and use it. The other thing you could have done was to put the candy dots in the middle of all these buttons, or not maybe all of them, but several of them, just to kind of add some color. So it said do me up, so I did me up. I just thought it turned out kind of cute, wild and crazy. Alrighty, this one was very elegant. I was very, very pleased. A lady at work asked me to make a baby card. So when I first saw this, it's kind of got, they call it 4-leaf clover. I just didn't see clovers. I know it's 4 leaves, I know that, but I just didn't see St. Patrick's Day, and I don't do St. Patrick's Day cards. Maybe I should. But anyway, when I saw this, I thought, oh, it's so delicate. I think a baby card is in order. So I pulled that out, along with a Heartfelt Creations. I love the rattle. This is adorable. You could do a lot of coloring there. The rattle just did it for me. And here's what I did. Is that awesome or what? Let me bring it in a little closer so you can see. I'm going to show you the detail. Now here's what I did. I embossed a piece of this pinky color, and then I cut it out with a die cut. I stamped the rattle with that same ink, and then I did that ink on the embossing folder and then embossed it so that I got that what looks like letter print in the back. Of course, pop dotted this. Went ahead and fussy cutted this out. I cheated down here because it was too hard for me to cut a circle. I just used a little 1/2-inch circle punch and popped that baby out. Another one of those little Couture Creation little pearls. And I think that makes an adorable baby card. What do you think? Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Heartfelt Creations, for that adorable rattle. That is going to be a definite keeper for me. And I just changed it up and didn't have to do a 4-leaf clover card. So there's that one. Got just 2 more to do here. This particular set, because of it being WEAR, did a lot with sewing. So this one, again, had a lot of cutting, scissors, stitching, a lot of sewing. So if you have people that are crafters that do a lot of sewing, this would be perfect for them. And I also used some more of the little Couture pearls. And here's what I made. So there you are. Again, I did a printed paper, embossed it, ink to paper. I found one of those little doilies in the box, inked it up with the same ink so it would match. Another die cut here. I think this might be an old Hero Art one or Sizzix. I'm not sure what that is. This is just one of those Jolie sticker things that someone threw in a box one time and gave me, and I thought I'll never use it. And I found this. So thankful for every bit of you. I thought it was perfect. So, oh, and little flowers, and there's my little pearls. So there you are. And again, because it's a dark card, I went ahead and put this on the inside. I'm not sure if I want to stamp anything in there or not, but I thought that turned out really cute. And this one's called Design Patterns. So I thought that went well together. The last one I did, I really do like this. This one I did doing JoJo is the name of the embossing. And at first I thought flowers because it kind of looked like lattice work. And I thought, well, I don't want to do flower paper, so I pulled out another piece of paper out of my dictionary. I have an old dictionary I bought at the recycle store. Oh, that's what I call it. And I tore out the page, stamped some leaves on the back, stamped the flowers, then I stamped a flower and fussy cutted it, put a little baker's twine around there, popped that on top of here. When I embossed this, I then took the ink pad, the same one that I did the edges here, and just lightly went over it just to make the background pop a little bit. And that one's called JoJo. So, there's that collection. Who, what, and where. Now remember that die cut that I used is from Glamour Days collection. So it's a different collection, but you can intermingle, which I think I've showed you. So there you go. There's all my cards. I hope you've enjoyed it. I had fun doing these because I really kind of got out of my stepped out of the box and did some really fun ones. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see them all. And send me a comment. Let me know which one you like the best. It'd be interesting to know. I plan on doing this one again because I have a couple friends that sew. And then, of course, you got your pop-up. So you can use your folders for all kinds of cool stuff. There it is. That's that's from the Glamour Days collection is that one. Anyway, there you go. That's everything I can show you today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And send me a comment. Let me know which one you like the best. Have a great one. Bye.